Dick Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke. Rosemary, Maury Amsterdam, Larry Matthews, and Mary Tyler Moore.
Here's mine. Thank you.
Go and help your mother, Rich.
Now, hold it. We're not through. One more toast.
Oh, Sam, you've already made 9 toasts.
You know what they call me at the lodge. Sam Petrie, the automatic toaster. Put a glass in my hand and I pop up.
You've nothing in your glass. It's empty.
It's not what's in your glass, dear. It's what's in your heart. I can toast with an empty hand.
Oh, Sam.
This is the big one, Clara.
Rob. Your father's about to make a toast that concerns you and Laura. Better get Laura in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, honey, would you come in here? Dad's going to make a special toast just for us.
Oh, well, what's this all about?
All right, now, everybody raise your glasses.
Sam.
Oh, young man, go to my car, look in the glove compartment, and bring me my flashlight.
That's a good toast.
Can I play taxi a little?
Sure, you can play taxi.
Oh, boy. Dad, why do you need a flashlight?
Because what I have to say is not for young ears.
Oh, now come on, Sam.
Beloved children, here's to our future home together.
Are you moving in with us?
You hear that, Clara?
Well, of course not, honey. You aren't, are you, Dad?
No, of course not. We're planning on you and Laura moving in with us.
I'm afraid I didn't understand that toast, Dad.
We're really very happy here.
Of course you are.
Oh, Sam, you're such a tease when you have good news. Now, come on and tell the children the whole story.
Now, don't rush me, Clara. Don't rush me. Robbie, you remember that crazy insurance policy I had?
What, you mean the one you paid 58 cents a week on?
Well, it finally came to maturity, so I've taken the money and I've made a little land investment.
What kind of land did you buy?
You remember the Rocky Meadow Golf Course?
You bought a golf course?
Well, no. A friend of mine did, so I bought a nice little piece of it from him.
That's wonderful, Dad, but how much land did you buy? That policy couldn't have been worth very much.
It was worth $692.
Well, gee, that won't buy very much land, will it?
Enough for all the Petries to lie down in comfort with room left over for pretty fancy headstones.
You bought a cemetery plot?
Robbie, you remember the 15th hole, the long par 5?
Oh, the one that had a dog leg to the right?
That's the one. Well, now, we are right at the dog leg, overlooking the water hazard.
Your father always had such trouble with that hole.
I couldn't beat it, so I bought it.
It gives me such a wonderful feeling of security to know that when the time comes, I'll be surrounded by my loved ones.
We're putting your mother right in the middle. What do you say, Rob?
Oh, I think it's a good idea, Dad. Laura and I just never discussed that aspect of life, or whatever this an aspect.
Sure. Now you don't have to. It's all taken care of. What's the matter, Laura?
Laura, does this kind of talk upset you?
Well, it just kind of took me by surprise. I mean, I really wasn't prepared to...
But Laura, this is something all of us have to be prepared for at all times.
Well, Dad, you see, frankly,
frankly, Dad, I don't think she was prepared to drink a toast to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I did make it sound a little glamorous.
Yeah, like we all couldn't wait to get there. Yeah, I'm in no hurry, believe me, and I think the subject should be dead. I think we should drop the subject now. Anyway, we can all be sure that we'll all be together on the 15th hole at Rocky Meadow Rest. 4.
Good night.
Call you this weekend. You know something? That was the most pleasant day we have ever spent with our folks. Wonder who's beginning to adjust to who. You know, my mother actually complimented you on how neat the house was tonight.
No, she didn't.
Well, I mean, she didn't come out and say it, but it's the first time she hasn't picked up a rag and gone around dusted everything.
Rob, are you aware of the fact that your mother and father have left us with a big problem?
What problem?
Well, I didn't want to say anything while they were here, and you've obviously forgotten.
Forgot what?
My dowry.
What dowry? All I remember is a $75 war bond.
Yeah, well, besides the war bond, my mother and father gave us an adjoining plot next to them at Lexington Lawns.
Oh, that's why you were so thrilled about my dad's big surprise tonight, huh? Hey, how about that? We're a two-plot family now.
This really isn't funny.
Well, I suppose it's not hilarious, but, honey, it's not very serious either.
All right, then, as long as you feel it's not a serious problem, then you tell your parents that we won't be a part of their foursome.
Why should I do that?
Oh, I guess you'd rather that I tell my mother and father, who, incidentally, had first call, that we won't be joining them, so to speak?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I still say, honey, it's not very serious. We got plenty of time to decide where we're going to be buried. You didn't promise your folks, did you?
No, not officially. They just said it was there for us whenever we felt like using it.
Well, I wouldn't call that a commitment. And I didn't exactly promise my folks either, so the whole discussion here is not really necessary. We got plenty of time to settle it.
Well, they're coming for dinner Friday. What do we say about it?
What? Nothing, honey. They don't know that it's a competition yet, and they don't have to know. Maybe they never have to know.
Now, how are you going to manage that?
Well, I haven't told you, my dear, but I've been working on a longevity theorem.
Oh, yeah. Speaking, Rob.
Hello?
How are you coming with your serum?
What serum?
The longevity serum that's going to solve our problem?
What happened?
My father just called. It seems he played golf with your father, and when they got to the 15th hole...
Oh, boy. What, was he upset?
Rob, he was really crushed.
Well, honey, did you tell him that we didn't decide yet?
Decide what?
Where to be buried. Honey, look here, I don't see why he has to get angry, when we haven't even made a decision about it.
Rob, he's angry that there's a decision to make. Look, they're coming to dinner tonight. Now, what are we going to do?
I don't know right now. Let me think about it. And listen, you think too, will you? I'll call you back. Bye.
Hey, Rob, I don't want to be nosy, but how come a nice, healthy fella like you wants to get buried?
Yes, such a waste.
It is just plain crazy. I'd never heard of anybody that had this problem before.
My dead Uncle Henry had it.
What are you talking about?
You're looking at the proud owner of 2 cemetery plots.
You mean you got another one beside the one the union gave us?
Make that 3. Wait a minute, make it 4. I'm also a veteran.
4 plots? Don't you think that's a bit gaudy?
Oh, wait, he can always build on the other 3.
You gotta admit it's pretty original.
Original? It's adorable. Now, can we change the subject, please?
Boy, thank goodness I got nothing to worry about. When my time comes, I'll be taken care of by my home food plan. I won't even have to leave the house. They'll just stick me in the freezer.
Oh. Buddy, that's terrible.
No, it isn't. I'll be wearing a Mackinac.
Will you cut it out? Now, cut it out, you ghouls.
Hey, Rob, beside the union and the army, where else you got reservations?
Well, see, my folks and Laura's folks have both extended invitations.
You mean they're fighting over who gets you?
Well, they're going to if I don't figure some way out of it.
Easy. You go with your folks, she'll go with her folks.
No, married couples should be together.
Oh, no, not Pickles and me. In the ceremony, it says till death do us part, and I'm grabbing it out.
It's enough already, buddy.
No, I'm supposed to rest in peace, and besides, we got a small freezer.
Fellas, I don't want to be a spoiled sport, but please, this whole subject just doesn't thrill me. Huh?
Believe me, I would never have brought the whole thing up, except I do have this problem of how to keep peace in my own family.
Buy a mammoth food lot.
Will you shut up?
Or...
Buddy, one more death joke and I'll kill you.
Please, not today. We're defrosting.
Hey, listen, could you 2 guys come over to dinner tonight?
What's the occasion?
Well, Laura's folks are coming to dinner, and if you're there, they can't talk about the whole thing.
You count me out. I don't want to be there to stop people from talking about something I don't want to think about, but I'll be thinking about it because I'll be stopping them from talking about it. You see.
You're not coming.
You guessed it.
I don't blame you much. How about you, buddy?
You wouldn't want me, Rob. Whenever there's something you're not supposed to talk about, I talk about it.
Okay, you two cowards. I'll face them by myself then.
All right, look, fellas, could we please drop this morbid subject and get back to work, please?
Gladly. All right. Let's get some lines for the supermarket sketch with Alan.
Good.
Wait a minute. I got it. Alan walks in the supermarket and he says to the boss, "Hey, you got any empty boxes?"
Hi.
Where's your folks?
They're in Richie's room.
They say anything about anything?
They have said nothing about nothing. I think the only one they're talking to is Rich.
Why, that's ridiculous. They can't be that angry.
Rob, they came in here, told me I look a little pale, and then went in to say hello to Richie's turtles. I think we're in for a very depressing evening.
Well, don't worry about it, honey. I'll try and kid him out of it.
If only your father hadn't said anything.
How could he not say anything? You saw how excited he was with his big news.
Well, as excited as your parents were, that's how depressed mine are.
Well, I'll try and undepress him, I guess.
How?
Well, I'll tell him we haven't made any commitment yet. We're up for grabs.
Oh. It's not going to make them happy.
Grandma and Grandpa, what are those dinners ready?
You see? Richie, would you tell them that Daddy's home?
They know. They heard his car. Is dinner ready?
Yes, Richie.
It's ready!
No, Rich!
It's not ready!
No way to tell guests that dinner's ready.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, we're going to have hors d'oeuvre first.
Can I play until the real food comes?
Yeah, dear, why don't you?
Well, hi, folks. How things? Well, how about a drink, huh? Do you like
No, thank you.
You sound like you got a cold there, Mom. I got something great for a cold over there.
She doesn't have a cold.
Oh, well, I thought she was sniffing there.
Mother isn't sniffing because she has a cold.
Mother, would you like an hors d'oeuvre? Mom, I made them myself.
She did, Mom. She made them herself. She's quite a girl, that one. You ought to try them. They're delicious. Honey, what is that? That's wonderful.
Cream cheese.
I'll have one, Mom.
Mother hasn't been feeling well lately.
Oh, really? Since when, Mother?
Since I got back from the golf course.
Well, I hope it's nothing serious.
Serious? Who can say what's serious?
Folks, I'd like, if I may, to discuss the problem my father brought up on the 15th hole with you today.
Rob, can I speak to you in the kitchen for a moment?
Wherever you wish.
What are you going to say to him?
Honey, I'm just going to listen to what he says. Obviously, he wants to get the whole thing settled.
Bob, don't hurt him.
Take care of your mother.
Sit down, Rob.
Oh, yes.
You made a reference in there about your father and me playing golf together.
Yes, I did.
And you specifically mentioned the 15th hole.
Yeah.
You're obviously alluding to the matter that was discussed between your father and me.
Yeah, that, as a matter of fact, I was.
I'm glad you brought it up. Because it gives me the opportunity right here and now to tell you that I don't want to talk about it.
Well, You don't want to talk about it?
That's right. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, why did you bring me in here?
To tell you I don't want to talk about it. It's too painful a subject. Not for me. But I want to spare that woman in there. That poor woman.
Well, look, Dad, I didn't want to talk about it either, but after seeing the way it's affected you two, I think we ought to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, that piece of land might...
You're talking about it.
Well, how are we going to settle anything if we don't talk about it?
Rob, as far as that woman in there and I are concerned, it is settled.
Obviously, it isn't settled, or we wouldn't be talking about it.
We're not talking about it.
Then what are we talking about?
Something I never wanted to talk about.
What's that?
Something that woman has felt for years.
Well, can we talk about it?
Maybe it's time we did. Rob, what are you serving us for dinner tonight?
Huh?
Now, just answer the question. What are you serving us for dinner?
Well, I don't know. I have to look and see. I don't know what you... Oh, the roasted chicken.
Yeah. And when your parents were here, what did you serve them?
Oh, I don't remember.
You don't remember, you don't want to remember.
Steak.
There's your answer. They're steak and we're chicken.
Wait a minute, Dad. Are you trying to say Laura and I put my mother and father above you and that woman in there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
What did you say to him?
I didn't say anything.
Well, then what did he say to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, we've got to talk about it.
Not me, honey. That's what he said. I don't want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about it. He didn't want to talk about it, honey. It's silly. We got to figure out some way to get this whole thing out into the open.
Well, don't worry about it, darling. In about a half an hour, the whole thing is going to explode wide open.
What did your mother say?
No, dear, not my mother, your mother.
My mother?
She just called to say that in a half an hour, she and your father are coming over to talk about it. Any suggestions?
I don't want to talk about it. Why are you making dessert? They're not going to eat anything.
Well, I know, but if we don't serve them a fancy dessert they can turn down, they'll be sure we don't love them.
You know, I don't know how you turned out so nice. Your folks are impossible.
You're just sensitive. Listen, why did you kick me when I started to tell them that your folks were coming?
Because, honey, the mood they're in, they would have got right up and walked out of here. I think it's time we got this whole thing settled right now. It's not those cemetery plots. They're secondary. It's our whole relationship with them that needs straightening out, and I think we ought to get it out in the open right here and now.
Well, I agree, too, darling, but I think that we ought to give my folks the courtesy of leaving if they want to leave. After all, your parents know that mine are here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess they're in no mood for any surprises tonight. Okay, I'll tell them. I better take some fancy dessert in there to kind of pave the way for me. Well, here we are. Dessert time. And by the way, my folks are coming.
Your parents?
I think they're here now.
Mother, get your things.
Oh, Dad, come on, please don't leave. Look, I made your favorite dessert strawberry parfait. Mother, talk to him.
Where did we go wrong?
Oh.
Hi, folks.
Well, Rob.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Well, may you say the same on your 100th birthday, and may I be here to say thank you. Hello there, Mrs. Meehan.
Sam, Clara, don't bother to close the door, Rob. We're leaving.
Oh, Dad, please, you don't have to go.
Well, stay just a little while. Honey, put up a pot of fresh coffee, huh?
Sure. Now they'll have some fresh coffee.
Say, man, did you tell the kids what happened on the golf course today?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you know, I don't blame you. If I was beaten by 10 strokes, I don't think I'd want to talk about it either.
Oh, I don't believe you. Dad's always been a much better golfer than you.
Well, he is. As a matter of fact, he was beating me. And then suddenly, on the 15th hole, he blew sky high.
15th hole.
Oh, it's a tough hole, honey.
He was taking divots so deep you could have buried a person in them.
My dear, we're going.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think leaving is going to accomplish anything.
I don't want that woman upset by this kind of talk.
Oh, Dad, I'm sure he didn't mean it the way it sounded.
Oh, yes, I did. Now, there's enough beating around the bush. I would like to discuss our plans for the hereafter, here and now.
Richie, take your grandmother to your room and show her your turtles.
Yeah, okay. Come on, Grandma.
I don't want to see your turtle.
Oh, not that one, that one.
Oh, come on, Grandma. And don't drop them on the floor. They'll die. Oh.
Say, Robbie, is what your father-in-law told me on the golf course today?
Please, that poor woman's been through enough today.
Can't we just sit down and discuss this calmly and intelligently, please?
Rob is right. There is absolutely
There is no need for any kind of discussion as far as I can see.
Oh, isn't there?
The facts are clear. We Meehan's have had a family resting place at Lexington Lawn since the time of the Revolution.
But, Dad, our family came over in 1916.
That's right, the Irish Revolution.
What's that got to do with anything?
Only that the provisions we made are solemn and have a fine tradition behind them.
Are you saying that my burial plot is some kind of a joke?
Well, what would you say to being buried in the middle of a golf course?
I'd say it was sporting.
It's grotesque.
Grotesque?
But even if it were Mount Olympus, it wouldn't change a thing.
Turning tables, there's no argument, man.
All right, then what about this one? The day that boy and that girl had their wedding reception, that woman in there and I offered them an eternal home with us, and they accepted.
Ah, that's impossible. Tell him he's cockeyed, son.
Dad.
All right, I'll tell him. Men, you are cockeyed. 2 nights ago at this very table, we locked up the deal and we even drank a toast to it.
Whipped cream all over your face.
That doesn't change a thing.
For once, you're right. It doesn't change anything. We ask them first and they accept it. A commitment is a commitment.
Dad.
A toast is a toast.
Dad.
Priority is nothing.
Dad.
Priority, my foot. A son is a son.
Dad.
Shut up.
And a daughter is a daughter.
Dad.
Shut up.
Mom.
Shut up.
Who are you telling to shut up?
Now look, Emmy, and I told you for the last time, I don't want to talk about it.
And I haven't finished talking about it. I gotta prove my point to talk about
May I say something, please?
Please do.
This whole discussion is absolutely ridiculous. Arguing about who promised who what first, who toasted to what, who has priority, what has dignity, who goes where, when. There's only one way to make everybody happy. I'll go with my folks, and Laura will go with her folks.
What are you saying?
Honey, what are you going to do? That's what they want. It'll make them happy. They want us to split up. We'll split up.
Daddy?
What, Rich?
Are you and Mommy going to split up?
No, Rich, we're not going to split up.
No, darling. Daddy didn't mean that.
But where's Daddy going without you?
Nowhere, Rich. Now, why don't you go back in and play with Grandma, huh?
But Daddy said...
Please, Rich.
Do you and Daddy still love each other?
Oh, Rich, of course we do.
Good.
Did you hear that? My son asked if Rob and I still love each other. Now, I don't know the answer to this, but something here seems very wrong.
Well, one thing that's very, very wrong is we've all lost our perspective. Those stupid burial plots have become a test to see who loves who.
So far, all it's brought about is animosity.
The truth is, we love you all. I love my parents more than Laura does. She loves hers more than I do, but it's all evens out. The thing is, we shouldn't be concerned, first of all, with who gets steak and who gets chicken, or least of all, who gets us. If we can just live our lives with a little love and understanding, it doesn't make any difference whether we go to Lexington Lawns or Rocky Meadow or Grant's Tomb. We all end up in the same place. I'm finished.
Well, he speaks sense. He's a smart boy.
Married my daughter, didn't he?
I never had anything against Laura. Really?
Yes, just so we didn't know you had any other plans now. Anything you decide is okay with us. How about you, Meehan?
Frankly, I never cared one way or another. It's that woman in there. Don't you worry. I'll take care of her. I'll make her understand.
That's very, very nice of all of you. I want you to know whatever Laura and I decide is because we love you all.
Why, of course, we
Never
know.
been any doubt of that, Robbie, but just don't let it drag on, because neither me nor myself would like to think that when the time came, you kids would have to walk the street.
Mr. Brooks, I know it's very quiet there. I know Peaceful Haven. I've seen your ads in your billboards.
Peaceful Haven?
I wish your parents and my parents would stop recommending us. Look, I'm sure, Mr. Brooks, that it's very, very lovely there, but the union and also the Veterans Administration have places for me. Yeah, well, that may be true. That may be true, but my wife and I happen to like crowds. No, I'm sure they'll find some kind of a container. The Army wouldn't throw me in an old barracks bag, would they? I don't care. He's making me mad. Mr. Brooks, thank you for calling. Goodbye, Mr. No kidding. No, that doesn't change a thing, Mr. Brooks. Goodbye, Mr. Brooks. How do you like that? They have a layaway plan. You pay now and you go later.
Well, we better tell the folks that we have our plots.
Mommy? What's a plot?
Rob?
Well, Rich, it's plot.
Oh, well, what's a plot?
Well, Rich, a plot is, it's where you will go when you die, Rich.
I thought when you die, you go to heaven.
Well, you do. You do go to heaven, Rich. But a plot is kind of like a launching pad. Zoom.
Oh, you mean like a rocket? Zoom!
Yeah, that's right. Or in some cases, zoom.
Oh!
That's right.